What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, I'm here to do a driver's comparison between these three hatches. One's a liftback. So I got the 2023 GR Corolla, 2024 Acura Integra, and also the 2024 Mazda 3 Turbo. So these cars are similar in certain ways and different in other ways. In this video, I'm about to compare how all of them drive. So we got a couple similarities. Got the GR Corolla, which is 300 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, all-wheel drive. Got the Mazda, which is like 220 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, so that's different. Then we got the Integra Type S, which is 320 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. So these two have the same amount of torque, but this is down on horsepower. And these two are all-wheel drive, but that one's automatic. And these two are both white. That's about all I got for you. But this used to be like leader of the hot hatchbacks, and then it kind of took a mature route. But I'm about to see today, because I just got this for the week. 3 days I had it, so I'm going to compare the driving dynamics of these three in this video. So before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. Shout out to the MOC, got race car friends, Blueprint 1 Elite, 100 Gang Nick. Go check out their channels on the feature section of mine. But let's get to the driving part. Every car I'm going to be driving in sport mode with traction control off, so we can get the handling dynamics of it, because that's going to bring us the most joy. Of course, we're on public roads, so keep that in mind. But I want to see how each one does back to back to back to back to back to back to back. So spoiler alert, this one's going to be my most favorite car to drive. Just something about the GR Corolla that is just so fun to drive on public roads at not even the limits, but I don't know, something about all-wheel drive, having all this grip, being able to just flick it around and just move whenever you want to. I really enjoy driving this thing like a nut. Bruh. Brakes are good too. I haven't driven either one of my cars in a minute, man. So this is about to be a treat for me. Hopefully it's a treat for you all as well. Red line. Well, this GR Corolla is going to be the stiffest suspension out of the three. Whoa, all in the street, yo. So this is going to just grip and grip. And this is on winter tires as well too. So not the most sticky, but it's weather appropriate because it is like 40-something degrees outside. Exiting the corner is going to be great. Power delivery of the GR Corolla is going to be different than the other two. You got to rev this one out, just ring it all the way out to get to the power band. It's around 4,500 RPM where the torque starts to hit you in. So that's going to be, this is going to be completely different than the other two. Steering on here, I wish it were a little bit heavier because I have it in sport mode. I want more feedback. That's where I feel the Integra has a better job. Like all the inputs on the Integra have a better job. And while the car was warming up, my car slipped out a second twice. That was off camera though. So car got to warm up. The Integra, I don't think I've ever had the car not go into gear at all. It's so precise. And then the Mazda is automatic, so you know what the automatics be about. This is a good shifter. Once it's warmed up, once it gets broken in, it's a great shifter, but not perfect. It does have some mishaps that can occur. But then, once everything's warmed up, it's a blast to drive. And these bumps are killing me. I'm having back spasms, man. It's killing my back. Y'all like this video? Because, man, it's brutal. But then, the straight line speed on here isn't bad either. But then as a daily driver, that firmness, boom, beat up out here. So So this car is going to be the roughest of the bunch. But being that I feel like this is a more focused vehicle. It's a rally car that grips and goes. It's not about comfort. It's not apologizing for anything. It does have some good features too. Got my heated steering wheel on, feels so good. But this car is unapologetic at all. It's a rally car through and through, not trying to be anything else. And the cheapest interior quality wise of all three as well. So let's go back and let's go get the Integra. Integra Type S. This is my daily right here. This is my also track car because it performs the best at the track. And it's my rowdy car. Where you going? Exhaust pops, all that good stuff. Does a lot of fun things that I enjoy in car. This one is front wheel drive. So this is the oddball, but it's also the most powerful of the trio. So I'm about to take it on these curves right here. Let's see how it handles. As you can see, got it in sport mode. It's what I never drive in, use my individual mode. But to keep things on the same page, everything's in sport mode and traction control off. You see the VSA right there. Slow it down some. This car is so capable. So planted too. Now this why I feel the GR Corolla feels more fun, just because the gearing is shorter, so I can roll through the gears more. But this car just handles it so well. Like, it's very composed. You got to get this car at very high limits, and that's what I mean by like the GR Corolla is more fun to me, because it's hard to approach those limits on streets. Like, that didn't feel like much because it just grips so well as well. But this one is more precise. This is a better built, focused driver's car, a track car. And this just grips as well too, especially for front wheel drive. Got the lift off oversteer, that can happen. This car rotates beautifully. Steering wheel feels great too. Gotta knock the seats though. The other two cars have better seats. Y'all already know. But yeah, I don't like the seats in here. I'm just saying that. See if I can do some lift off oversteer real quick. Or oversteer. It's weird for me to say it's a car that understeers, but it can oversteer. That's dynamically messes me up. Because front wheel drives generally understeer. But the way this car is so dialed in, it can oversteer as well. Easy going. Even in sport mode, it's very composed, very compliant ride. It is firmer, but it's still by no means harsh or jarring at all. That's something the GR Corolla, even though you can't even change the dampers on the GR Corolla, the Integra you can, and it's a much better ride in every drive mode. It even soaks these up while still being firm. It's a great balance. This is a great suspension, amazing suspension even to say. So you can go from comfort to sport. You can go from riding like you're on the cloud to riding like you want to ride on the track. But you should still be, if you want to go for lap times, put it in comfort mode too. But you can make it tighten up real good. And that's where it's waiting to go right there. So this Integra, it has the disadvantage of being front wheel drive, and it's the most powerful. So it's kind of hard to launch. But kudos to me, I was able to launch this faster than my GR Corolla. Up to 60, that is. The brakes on here are stellar too. The GR Corolla has good brakes too, but these brakes on here are great. All the inputs are amazing on this Integra. The shifter too. Here comes the worst of the worst. And it still soaks that up. That's horrible roll right there. But yeah, the shifter on here is butter smooth. Y'all know that, and I hate to say that it's butter smooth because everybody says that, but it's the truth. It's butter smooth. Like, it is. Got the pops going on too. Like, it always goes in the gear. It's a joy to downshift rev match. Pedal spacing is great. I don't like touch my boots when I'm trying to shift. I'm doing this in boots too, guys. The exhaust sounds amazing, even though I do prefer the exhaust of the GR Corolla at idle. It is deeper. I love me a deep roar. That 1-2 punch, it will not give me all the power in second gear, and that's kind of hard to make it launch to 60, because it will do 60 in second gear. But enough of the Integra. Go watch the videos if you want to see more driving impressions. On to the Mazda 3 Turbo. The Mazda 3. We got the 6-speed auto, and this has a turbocharged engine. And a lot of people were saying, give us a speed 3. And some people claim this is a speed 3. Is it a speed 3? Nah, Mazda's grown up. So now this car is a lot more premium. We got a leather wrap, dash. This car is a whole lot nicer than the Integra on the interior. Like, this is a premium car now. And I actually had one of these. I had a 2015 Mazda 3 Sport, the hatchback, and my has this car grown up. So it's not the Mazda that we do know. Definitely not a speed 3. Gotta have that 6-speed manual to be considered a speed 3 for me. But this car, what is it gonna be like to handle? I don't know. I just got the vehicle, so I want to test it out right here, right now. No Luther Vandross. So let's see how it handles these curves. And I'm pretty sure we have pumped in engine noise, because it does not sound like it's real rumbly. A little bit too deep for what I think this exhaust actually sounds like. Steering is on the lighter side. Do have some roll as well. Definitely feel the weight in the curves. Like, once I turned, I felt all the weight coming towards the inside on those right turns. The left side, that is, the inside of the turn. And the brakes on here, these don't even seem like brake tune or sport tune brakes. There's a lot, not to say that they're bad, but you got to push them in. Like, it has a lot more travel than what I'm used to of a number of cars that I've driven. So you got to push that thing to the floor almost. Car to be so far down on horsepower, has gobs of torque, like the numbers on the paper sheet, the stat sheet that is. So how does it take off the line? So we'll see that in just a moment. Like, it doesn't handle poorly. It just, this is a heavy car for what it is. I don't even know the official weight, but having an all-wheel drive train in a car this small, a lot of people wanted the Integra to have all-wheel drive, and if it would have, it could have done the same thing that it's doing to this Mazda 3 dynamically, which is take away from the sporty nature of it, which I love the car to be sporty, and it's going to need to be lightweight. But this Mazda 3 is all grown up now. It's not the zoom that we once remembered, not in the 3 at least, not in this trim. It's got the power, but it doesn't have the handling. The chassis isn't meant for that anymore. This is a smoother ride, and we're about to get to the bumpy roads, and we're going to talk about it more. How's that takeoff? Oh, dang. Now it's got to get up off the line. All-wheel drive and all that torque. Torque is what helps you get moving. Like, it's down on horsepower, but you wouldn't know that it was the smallest horsepower of the group, because the GR Corolla feels the puniest off the line, because you got to rev it up. You almost got to dump the clutch at like 6,000 RPM if you want a great takeoff. Soft. I don't think this has the dynamic dampers either, or the adaptive dampers. And if you hear any rattles, that's the car seat behind me. This car is very well built. This is the quietest car of the group too. Like, this is luxury. I know people have been throwing around luxury. I think Mazda's there now. So this is Audi-esque to me. And I would know, because I actually traded in my Audi A5 for the Mazda 3 that I had. So look out for the full review. It'll probably be the next video, because I still got some more impressions, more driving impressions that I do want to get on this vehicle, because this is still fresh. I'm not ready to do a full review yet. Need to let it marinate. It goes, that brake travel's kind of far. It'll handle, but it's not a corner carver. This is not like the Mazda 3 of yesterday. So yeah, the Mazda 3 done grown up. It's like I'm gonna say something like an Audi A3 competitor now. Like, and I feel like that would even be more sporty than this. This is the mature hatchback. So Mazda then, it's not the zoom. Hopefully they'll give us something. I know they got the Miata. There's a rumor of the rotary engine hybrid, so I'm looking to see what kind of sports car that is. But it would be great if they did offer, like, you can't get this in the manual, just not with the turbo, but it would be great to see them like cater to the hot hatchbacks. So that's going to be a quick little job of all three cars. So which one is right for you? It all depends. Like, every car that I review, it's the right audience for it. Depends on what you're looking for in the vehicle. Like, this is not the sportiest, I'll say that, and that's what the subject of this video is. How it's driving. This is the best daily driver of the three. It is a little small in the back, but look out for the full review. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell about the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.